350Z and a very exciting day because I am joining Salone Events for their no noise limits track day at Donnington Motor Circuit, and I got back from a stag do yesterday, so you may be able to tell I'm a little bit worse for wear. So it's not the ideal situation for me, but I'm going to see what I can do. I'll go easy on the car. It's quite a high mileage car. I've never taken on track before, so I don't want to risk it too much being my daily driver. Also, the reason it's a no limits track day is because Goodwood have a members meeting this weekend, and I believe it to be a testing day for that show. So we're going to see things like GT40, Lotus Cortina, and I'm interested to see what MPG it gets, because normally on road use it gets like 25 to 30 MPG. So I've reset the clock. I'm going to see what I can get on the way up there, and then reset it again and see what I can get on track. So I'll catch up with you once I'm there. So I am just arriving now to Donnington Park Motor Circuit, just ahead of me, and I have averaged 35.1 MPG, and that's about 2 hours of motorway driving, about half an hour of normal roads driving. So 35 is what it gets on normal road use. I did see it hit about 41 at its peak, so not bad. It's got 6 gears, this car, so it can get fairly decent MPG. So I reckon we might stoop a little bit lower whilst on track. So let's see. So what have we got? I've noticed there is a members meeting car a few cars ahead. There's a few Porsches as well. Everything's being unloaded from their trailers. So here we are at Donnington for the Salone Events track day. There's a lot of amazing machines on track, and it's very, very slippery out there. Donnington is a relatively slippery circuit at the best of times, and it's just general grease. I don't think the track's going to dry until this afternoon, so I'm really going to have to take care. But one thing's for sure, and that is that I will be the slowest car on track, so I'm going to have to do a lot of indicating. Let me show you why. So we start off with a Ginetta, so they're pretty fierce track toys as well. Then we have an E92, BMW M3, and we have a Ferrari 488 Challenge car. And then we have a BMW 2 Series with a V8. And one of many GT3 RSs as well. Next up we have a Nissan GTR. Yeah, that's quicker than me. Yeah, McLaren's quicker than me too. 992 GT3, that's going to be much quicker than me as well. So I'm going to have to let a lot of these cars past when I'm out on track. But it's all about having fun, and that's what everyone else is doing, including the Cayman. Oh my, we've got one of the kings of the track day. We've got a Radical. I'm not going to keep up with that. A GT40, I said there might be one. We have a Porsche Boxer with a huge spoiler and a BMW 3 Series behind it. And finally on this session, we've got the Voodoo Blue Cayman GT4 and a Chevron in front of it. So that's the competition. Not competition, that's the participants that are joining the track with me.
Right, I have lost my keys. Okay, this is going to sound a bit weird because I'm wearing a helmet. Right, I need to turn off stability control because that kind of stops you even from changing gear quickly. It's quite a nerve-wracking thing, really. I've only ever done track days in cars that aren't my own. Right, reset the trip. Let's see what MPG we can get. Here we go. There's a lineup of very quick cars, several cars in front of me. The racing line is drying out. It probably won't be bone dry until the afternoon. Now this corner has a double apex. Hit the first one, come out a little bit, and go. Right, I've got no traffic behind me. So far we're getting 11 MPG, but I haven't been properly pushing it yet. We will get into single figures. It's going to be quite crazy going from 40 MPG to closer to 4 MPG. It was a lot more slippery on the sighting lap. It has dried up quite considerably, but I don't want to get a false sense of security. Okay, we're now into single figures, 9 MPG. This car sounds so good! Oh. Right, so I think I'm going to have a cool down lap now. I've done quite a few. We've got some Porsche and McLaren about to go past us. Here they go. We've got a Capri going past us. Oh, there's the Boxster. So the lowest I got a glimpse of, I wasn't watching it, but the lowest I saw was 8.8 MPG. We're currently on 9.1. So let's say 9 MPG is what this car gets around track, as opposed to a potential 40 MPG on normal roads. So after that run, we got 9 MPG. Now I'm sure cars get a lot worse than that. I don't know if that's good compared to other 350Zs, but that is very interesting to know that we can get 40. I think I've seen 42 or 3 out of it, but that's cruising at 50 miles an hour in 6th. And then it goes down to 9. So let's see what other cars are driving past the pits. So the Capri is getting pushed out to go out in its next session. We've got another Boxster and that Caterham, which was catching me up quite quickly on my last session. And I think we're about to get some GT40 content. Here comes the GT40 overtaking the Chevron down the main straight. Here comes the Cigaris. This is a pretty decent session. Got the E-Type, the Cigaris is out as well. Oh, here comes the Cigaris and the GT40. Cylinder Chevron sounds incredible. Got the 992 GT3 warming up its tyres down the straight. And the 488 Challenge. But we've got a little bit of time before the lunch break, so I'm going to try and do one more session, but it's looking to be very busy, so we might have to do a lot of pulling over and letting faster cars go past. But that's always fun. I don't want to annoy them too much though. Ugh. I can't imagine the others are too impressed with me being on track with them. I'm doing my best to keep out of the way, because I'm very slow. Okay, let's go. the final corner and let's get in the pits, have some lunch, and take a deep breath. I wasn't looking at the MPG, we're on 9.7 now. We have seen it dip down to the 8s, but let's say 9 is definitely the average MPG on track for one of these. So lunch is soon, so I'm probably going to have lunch and spend the rest of the day looking at the other cars on track, because I found out all I need to know. I have found out what this is like on track, and I found out what MPG it gets on track. I've only got a quarter of a tank, so I might call it. That should be good. So I've done 3 or 4 runs. I didn't film all of them. I had a great time in the 350Z. Not bad for a high mileage car. Now let's see what other cars are having a go. We've got the V8 2 Series and the Caterham battling each other out. Quite a nice little duo. And then we've got the GT3. And then Mr. Tall Spoiler, the Boxster. Right, let's head to the pit straight and see some flybys. We've got quite a busy session right now. We've got a GR Yaris going out up there, and then the 992 GT3, the Audi's getting ready too, and then the other GT3, what's next to come past? And another 488 and the Exige. GT3 versus GT4. There are so many Porsches. This Ferrari, that is getting some great times around the track. The Aston, the Cigaris and the Mustang are next to go out. Oh, here's the GR. Fairly standard exhaust on that. It sounds like the GT40 has just started up, so we're going to have some V8 content. Here comes my favourite car of the day. The CVR Cigaris and the Ford GT40. And take a listen to this. Oh, we got the E-Type leaving as well. It's like cars leaving a car show, but they get to go on track and we hear them again. So this line, we've got the 996, we've got the V6 Capri, the supercharged Atom, and the GR Yaris making not as much noise. And we've got the Mustang with the GT3 behind it as well. Oh-ho! Yeah, I'd definitely get in their way if I was on this track. Right, now we've got the GT40 versus the Audi going for the overtake. And next to come round is this wide body E46. So I think I'll get one more shot of the GT40 passing through, then I might call it a day because I need to get home. But that was my day at the Salone Events track day at Donnington in my 350Z, where I found out that it didn't get as good an MPG as it did on the road, and that this is an incredibly stiff tow eye. You honestly need 2 hands. I don't know if it's ever been on this car before. So from 40 MPG on the road, it drops down to 9 miles per gallon on track. So a little facts for you guys if ever you wanted to know. So I hope you enjoyed that video. Let me know in the comments what your favourite car from today was. Mine was of course the Ford GT40. The Cigaris was cool to see as well on track, quite a rarity. A lot of 6-cylinder and 8-cylinder cars, all sounding incredible. So follow me on Instagram for all the updates and highlights of where I am and the photos that I take at these shows. But for now, thanks for watching.